everyone. Welcome to the second part of this post-match press conference of the AFC Champions League 2 group stage match between FC Goa and Zawraa. Zawraa won by 2-0. Present with us is FC Goa head coach Manolo Márquez. I'll begin with a question to the head coach. Coach, congratulations on the defeat, but how would you put this performance into words?
Hello, good evening. I feel that we play not in every moment, but generally we play a good game. I'm not very, I don't like too much the statistics, but now I saw the statistics and the possession is 50-50 exactly. The only thing is that 20 shots, but only 2 on target. And they had less shoots than us, but more on target. In fact, they did play a fantastic game. But I am very satisfied with our performance. I think, especially in the second half, the team reacted very good. We played very good, especially when Ayush entering the pitch was more clarity with Borja playing as a number 10. And I feel, from the bench, sometimes it's difficult, but from the bench I had very good feelings in the second half. We risk a lot in the last minutes. And suddenly, if you don't score, if you don't get the equalizer, this kind of things happen. No? That the other team, even they had before, in the last minutes, clear chances, and they scored the second goal. But if I have to speak about my team, I'm really satisfied.
I'll let the media ask the questions.
I'm Frankie Gracious from Born Observer, the local newsletter. Mr. Marquez, what are the good takeaways and bad takeaways from this game?
No, I start from the last, because the bad is that we lost. And obviously, always that there is a goal, there is a mistake. And then, if no, every game would finish 0-0. And yes, it's true that maybe in the first half, especially in the last minute, we were a little scared. Like, let's see, we arrive to the halftime with 0-0, and then when you play like this, usually it's dangerous. But I feel that in the second half, the team showed a very good spirit, and I think that this is the best thing, that we play not only good or bad with the ball, but I think that the team was very brave in the second half, arriving. Sometimes we were not clinical in the finishing, but we need to know which kind of team we were facing today. We have 3 players that they will play the World Cup with Jordania in some months. They have very, very good team. But again, I feel that the game was very, very equal, and finally, in this kind of games, the quality decide.
In the second half, you had the game in control, except for the fact that the last minute goal. But do you feel after getting in Ayush chip, the game changed?
I feel that not only for Ayush, but for Borja also, the change of position. Borja was with more mobility. Ayush moved the ball better side to side. And I think that this Campbell Ayush Timor is very good balance. And I feel that we created very good, or we played very good in some moments, because we switch sides constantly. We played from the left to the right, right to the left. Then more time for Boris and Akasawa to go to the attack that in the first half we didn't do it. And even Ayush had a very clear chance to equalize the game. But again, we need to learn about this. And I repeat the same again. The important thing is, let's see if Goa can qualify every season and play this kind of game, because this kind of game with experience, for sure the scores will be better. Yes.
Coach, Goa went behind in the last minute of the first half, and at the halftime break, what were your words to the team?
No, more or less was the game that we expected. They have very good team, they have very good players, but we would have we knew that we would have our chances. In some moments in the first half, I feel from the bench that they started better the game. Then in some moments we were better. In some moments nothing happened. But in the last minutes, I think that the team was like, I don't know if it was tired or a little scared. And it's true, we conceded the goal in the 43, I think was the goal. And yes, was difficult. But I repeat again, I need to speak about the reaction of the team in the second half, even with the support of the crowd, that was very nice. We were very close to equalize the game.
Yes, Coach. Cicero Silva from HiveJaw. Coach, not a result you wanted, but your boys did you proud. Do you feel that they thought the defense, and that's the reason for the 2 goals?
Sorry about that.
Did they overthink? They were trying too much to do everything when defending.
No, when you concede 1 goal, for sure there is a mistake. It's same that if you score 1 goal, there is a mistake of the other team, not only at the good action of your team. They have players with a lot of quality in every part of the pitch. Then I repeat again, I cannot say nothing. Yes, we cannot be happy because when you lose, you cannot be happy. But I feel that our level was good in some moments, very good. In some moments, not enough. But I feel that we play a good game, and we need to know which kind of team is this team. That is the team with more titles so far in Iraq. But again, it's about repeat all the time the same. Finally, we need to learn about this game, and in 2 weeks we have a game in Tajikistan, and I think that we will play a good game also.
Severo seemed to have an off day today. In fact, like most of the time, he seemed to be walking a little bit. Do you think that was a major factor?
He was sick in the last 2 days. He played in the last moment. He trained yesterday, but was even weak, very weak. And it's true that I have this, I spoke with him now. I had the feeling that he was tired. And then with the injury of Iker, then was a problem for us. But it's true that all ball players, they work very hard, and I cannot have bad words for them. Completely the opposite.
I am Mama Marino. Hi. This is about Bryson. He came and he nearly, he created 2 chances. So you think that you should have brought him a little earlier into the game?
I need to give more minutes for Bryson, because he's a player that all players in the world, but especially the offensive players, they need confidence. And it's true that he was not very good, but he's very dangerous. I think even for the opponent, when he take the ball, looks like something will happen. And I'm sure that this guy will be a very good player in the next years. For FC Goa, I hope, and for India also. I think this guy, because he has a lot of personality, a lot. He's playing now with one. He doesn't have one nail in the toe. He's problem within the pubis. He has a problem in the ankle, and he's still playing. Then I think that Bryson, I joke with him every day, but now he's a real player. So, but he needs to play more minutes. And he will do it.
One question from my side. First, the CAFA Nations bronze Second, yesterday, Mohammad went down fighting to the Turkmenistan team, and today, a good showing from FC Goa, except for the 2-0 loss. How do you foresee Indian football? Do you think Indian football has arrived on the scene on the elite Asian level?
After being national,
Time?
after being national team coach, is better that I don't say opinions about these kind of things. Only focus in FC Goa, that is my club, is where I want to be, and that's all. I am not focused in Mohamed. One thing I can say that I heard a lot of criticism for Molina, and I think that the criticism should be to another part, not for Molina in Mohamed. But again, we are focused in FC Goa. Tomorrow recovery session, next day off, and let's go and keep going, because this is football. And then the good teams are the teams who react in a good way after one defeat, and I am completely sure that we will do it.
How do you boost your team now that they've lost? How do you think you can push them mentally and to come out of this loss and do better?
I won't say that we expected to lose this game, but we knew the kind of team that we faced today. We were ready to win this game. We prepared the training sessions to win this game. But again, even if it's not a top team, even if it's a bad team, in football you can win, draw or lose. And the good teams, again, they need to react very fast. And I feel that the team will train good again, will train okay. It's true that this situation to play one game every now will be 2 weeks, but was we play one game August 13, 2 days, September 17. Yes, it's difficult. Better than the other clubs that they are at home, but it's difficult to play. For example, it's difficult to train tomorrow. Imagine that you have the next game after 1 month. Would be very difficult to train in the next days, because it's very far, the next game. I feel that when now Super Cup or that the games will be continued, then we will see the real level. But I'm very optimistic about the level of the team this season.
We'll take the last question.
I wanted to ask the same thing, without the regular season getting off to a start, how do you see the fitness levels, and then training ahead for this maximum, highly challenging task that you have assigned this year too?
Yeah, but today we play much better than we finish physically much better than against Chelsea. But against Chelsea we suffer more. It's true that that game was heads or tails. Is win or lose, is qualify or not. But I feel that today, I am the main guilty for the second goal. I am the main guilty because we played the last 7 minutes plus injury time with 3-2-3-2, with 3 defenders only, and one of these defenders is Ravi, that is a winger. We risk a lot, and sometimes if you equalize, you say, wow, what a substitution. If the other team scores, the substitutions were wrong. But again, I repeat the same. We need to keep going, improving. We are not happy because we lost, but we are with a good hope about the upcoming games and the season.
Is there any player on Zawraa who stood out for you today as the player who made a difference?
So I like a lot some players. I like a lot the guy, the center midfielder, number 21. Is the center midfielder of Jordania. This is one player that you will see in the World Cup playing with Jordania. The striker play good. Then they have very good players. The number 99 was the striker. They have very good players. But in some moments, not in some moments, you check the statistics, we were not worse than them, except in the most important, that is to put the ball inside the
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
one last.
I know the team.
Just take the right.
There.
I know when the team wins, the full team wins. When the team loses, the full team loses. But if you have to give the credit to any player for taking the game into Zawraa and making the difference, will it be Borja Arena and Drazic? Because my observation as an audience is they were combining well. Of course, the other players also pitched in.
I don't like to say this or this. It's true, and this I can say. I think more or less everyone will be okay or will be agree with me. Borja played better as a number 10 than as a number 6-8 with Timor. No? But I repeat that all players, even with mistakes in the second goal. One player lost the ball in the first goal. One player didn't arrive for the action that finally was the first goal. This is football, but I don't want to say this or this. Not for bad, not in the good way or in the bad way. You say the correct sentence. Mourinho is not agreeing. Mourinho say everyone is winning, only lose the coach. But I think that we have a good team, we have a good group, and we are very optimistic for the season.
That's all we have time for. Thank you, Coach Manolo.